Yeah. So as part of yesterday's class, we learned clearly. So what is a Unix, and what are the origin of Unix, and how it is important on day-to-day life. So those kind of details we have discussed it on last week. So, I mean, last class. Simply, if you want to say, Unix is an operating system which is originally developed by which is developed by using C programming language. So it is a part of operating system family. So what are the main things we can do with Unix operating system? Mainly, we can able to achieve with Unix operating system. So if you want to perform an operations with a computer or any computer devices, that can be achieved by using this Unix operating system. The major components of the major functionalities of operating systems are like process management, memory management, devices, file system, interfaces, which means that so if you don't have a operating system, you can't able to perform any activities on system, any activities on system or computer devices. The one more thing is along with that, even it also helps us to provide a lot of it also helps us to provide a lot of activities like if you are having a memory, so how to control the memory on a system, how to control the cores on a system, how to control the file system on a system, how to control the user interfaces like authentication, authorization, everything will be managed by the operating system. If you don't have operating system, your computer you cannot make any operations with computer. You can't make any operations with the computer simply. So as I said earlier, the general use cases of Unix is I mean the majority of the places we are going to use Unix. So if you want to run your mission critical applications or if you want to run your business and majority of the places Unix and associated operating systems are going to use. So what are all the places we are going to use the Unix operating system? Financial services. I mean, if you take any financial services, we are going to use Linux. So financial services where to run a trading system services, or if you want to run online banking services, or if you want to maintain the ATMs, and majority of the places Unix is using as an operating system. Then even internet and web interfaces, scientific research, software development, and security scripting. I mean, it is also having this we already discussed, and workstations and embedded systems, securities, and majority of the places we are going to use Unix operating system. So I cannot say that Windows Windows and other operating systems are using, since we already know that Unix is having Unix is having lots of advantages. So because of the advantages, people are going to use Unix as an their operating system. Since everyone is using the Unix as an operating system, since it is a CLI means character command line interfaces. So in order to even though if the customers are using Unix as an operating system, so it is a CLI. So if people who has who have a good knowledge, so who has a good knowledge on Unix and shell scripting are more preferable to get a opportunities to serve their business. So because of that we are going to learn Unix operating system from from beginning to end. So commands and their features, architecture, everything we are going to discuss. So as part of as part of our as part of our learning. So when it comes with when it comes with as I told in the previous class, so the very first operating system in the market is Unix, which is developed by Ken Thompson and Dennis Ritchie. So Ken Thompson and Dennis Ritchie. That is the one thing. And apart from that, apart from that, then where they have developed at AT&T Bell Laboratories. Where they have developed at AT&T Bell Laboratories. So, and as I told you that, so Unix source code is a kind of proprietary, which means that it is a private. So it is a okay private. So we can't able to okay use it outside. I mean, okay, which means that you need to okay have a licensing. You need to have a license. Okay, I mean even Windows is also a okay proprietary okay software, which means that you need to pay okay you need to pay a money and you should buy a license. Then okay accordingly okay we can okay make use of it. What are all the flavors of Unix we are having? The different flavors of okay Unixes are. So what do you mean by flavor? So whatever the source code of Unix okay, which is developed by Ken Thompson and Dennis Ritchie, they have okay some of the people, some of the organizations have taken their source code and they have developed their own operating system and they named it as okay they named it as when it comes with okay IBM AAX Sun Solaris. Okay, it is a okay Sun OS. So which is a Oracle organization. So earlier it was a okay Sun organization. Then later Oracle okay hide that. Then HP Unix. These are all the major flavors of okay Unix part. Then okay, what is the philosophy of Unix? The philosophy of Unix is do one thing and okay do it well, which means that so whatever you are going to do that, so do it perfectly. That is the main intent of okay that is the main philosophy of okay Unix. Then based on the source code of Unix in 1970s, okay, 1970s, the California of okay, University of California. So okay, Berkeley based okay, I mean, so they have developed okay one more operating system. So at okay, at California of University, they have named it as okay BSD. So which means that so okay, I mean they have taken the source code of Unix and okay, they have developed one more operating system. They name it as okay BSD when in 1970s. Then what is the nature of this one? So okay, I mean what are the branches we are having? What are the okay flavors? Free BSD, Open BSD, Net BSD. All these are the okay Dragonfly BSD. So these are all the different flavors. So if you take that, okay, I mean Netflix or okay Mac OS, they're all using okay BSD. They are using this source code. Okay, they are using okay this source code, and okay this source code. Okay, this source code is a so it's also a okay okay. I mean okay the intent of this source code it is a permissive. What do you mean by permissive? So okay the intent of the okay permissive is so okay the intent of okay permissive is so it's not okay fully commercial, it's not fully okay commercial. So what they are going to say is you can take my operating system and okay you can make your modifications according to your requirement, but eventually you have to give the name to us, you have to give the name to us. And so okay FreeBSD, if you want we can if you want we can take that source code, you can make n number of modifications whatever you want, but eventually okay you have to give the credit and okay name to okay BSD. That is what okay they are going to okay say that. So that's why so very permissive, so allows us okay in okay proprietary software. So basically ఎవరు వాడుతున్నారు as of now okay Mac OS is also a BSD software, and web OS is also kind of okay there are okay many. And one more thing is Linux. So Linux is okay, originally developed by 1990s. So 1960s lo so Unix, 1970s lo so BSD, 1990s lo in between of that 1980 or somewhere the I mean some other operating system. The Linux is introduced on 1991. It is a fresh because the BSD and Unix are a kind of proprietary and okay, primitive. So the user Linux Torvalds. So based on their source code, he analyzed, but he okay he didn't use that okay source code. He freshly created a software okay based on that okay C only, but okay he named it as okay Linux. He named it as okay Linux, and okay that source code is a free. Okay anyone can okay use that okay source code. So what are the flavors we are having? Ubuntu, Fedora, Arc, RHEL. RHEL is the very repetitive one of the frequently used software in the okay, in the market. RHEL అంటే Red Hat Enterprise okay Linux. So majority of the okay, organizations are using RHEL to run their okay business, So these are all the so okay along with this we're also having the Windows. So okay we're also having the okay Windows. So okay even what are the different okay what are the okay we along with okay Windows we're also having Okay, Android, even we don't need to, okay, all of this one. So all of this one. So okay, all of this okay are okay part of okay OS family. So okay, simply 1960s lo okay 1960s Unix, 1970s okay BSD, 1980s okay okay 1980s Windows operating system. So in the early of 1980s only, so people have started and okay they developed okay, I mean 1980s low. So the first official version was 1985, I guess. 1985 they have released okay Windows version 1. Then 1990s, so okay 1990s okay it is a Linux. So based on that Android web, there are many things are there. Symbiosis operating system. So but majority of them are okay using Linux as their okay source code. Because what is the reason? Because Linux is a free operating system. People can okay use it, and even you need not to give the name to them. So okay you need not to give the name to them, and okay the way whichever you want we can able to make it modifications and okay use it. So these are the quicker okay differences. If somebody asks you what are the differences, so we can ask okay we can okay, announce like origin Bell Labs, okay, I mean, so the University of California Berkeley, and okay this is a Linux Star World. So they inspired by the Unix operating system only. So okay original Unix, modified Unix, fresh. So licensing means it's a completely commercial, so it's a permissive, and okay, this is a copy left. You can directly go to that okay GPL software, okay GPL website, and okay we can download. So examples and certification. So here you need to be certified. In our certification, in a okay certification. So any doubts on okay here? If you don't have any doubts, okay we'll move to okay further. We'll move to the okay further. So based on the okay history, based on the history, okay this is the there are I mean Unix and all of these are operating system family okay software. There are okay many. So any doubts on okay here? I think you can also mute. Okay. So if you're not having any doubts, so we'll move to okay further. So I hope everybody is clear about okay flavors of Unix. So last class okay we have discussed about flavors of Unix also. So let me show you that okay different okay flavors. So what are the okay, different flavors okay which are okay having? So okay at a high level, yeah. So at a high level, so people are okay, very clear, right? So okay, the flavors of okay Unix are Unix, okay Linux, okay Unix, comma okay BSD, okay BSD, and okay Linux. So when it comes with okay Unix, what is the flavor? HP Unix. What is the latest version of HP Unix? 11. 11 is the latest version. If you are trying to say that, so if you are trying to say that I am going to use the HP Unix, you must have to say that what is the latest version. You must have to say the what is the latest version. So okay, I mean you can say that. So okay, the Unix operating systems uses are very less. So HP Unix, if you are going to work on HP organization, you might have to okay, use okay, HP Unix. If you are going to work on a okay, WebSphere, then IBM AX. If you are going to work on okay, Oracle, they are going to use the Sun operating system. But at a high level, so this is developed by the Havel Pack. Latest version is okay 11. Release date is May 2024. So okay, the remaining things are okay same. So IBM AX. It's mainly developed by the IBM. What is the latest version? 7.2. So even I can't remember all this. But if we are going to say that, so this is the version okay we are going to use on okay we are going to use. But if you are going if you are appearing an interview, you might get the interview question. So definitely you have to okay, remember okay all this one. Definitely you have to remember so all this. And okay Sun Solaris developed by Sun operating system, now maintained by Oracle as I said okay earlier. So okay, who is going to what is the latest version? 11.4. So if you consider IBM and okay, if you consider HP and Sun Solaris, they are in version okay 11. The Linux, what are the distributions we are having? Ubuntu, developed by Canonical okay, Limited, and the latest version is 24. Latest version is okay 24. Fedora is developed by the Fedora organization, so Red Hat only. So developed by okay, the latest version is okay 42. So Debian. So the Debian organization, latest version is okay 12. Okay, SUSE Linux. So the latest version is okay 15. Red Hat. So okay, I mean people will always says that okay, we are using so Red Hat. So Red Hat Enterprise Linux. So you can say that okay, a majority of organizations are going to use RHEL as an operating system because why people are you should know also why, right? Because RHEL RHEL organization always releases that okay, they come up with okay, good features and security wise and user interface and okay, even support and okay, it is a very lightweight, so the operations we can run the programs can run okay, effectively. That's why people always uses RHCL as okay, their operating system. So the latest version of RHCL is 9.5. So organizations might have used okay, I mean, if the latest version is 9.5, people are not using the 9.5. They might be using 8, they might be using 7, they might be using 6, but 9.5 is the latest version. People might have started using 9 also. When it is released, okay, it is released, okay, 2022, 2022. So remember that RHCL is one of the, so okay, for example, if somebody says that okay, I mean, in this family, in the operating system family, okay, the one of the renewed software is RHCL. Ante RHCL కేంద్ర అంటే huge demand and okay, huge market is okay, huge market, okay, huge market. Then Linux MINT, then CentOS. So these are the so latest okay versions. And so for for okay, I mean for universities, colleges, okay, for learning purpose, people might have used either Fedora or okay, Ubuntu. So people might have used okay, Ubuntu or okay, Fedora. Ubuntu and okay, Fedora. So these are the so latest okay versions. These are the latest okay versions okay, which are okay, available. So desktop as I told okay, Ubuntu, people might have used always okay, Ubuntu is the so major okay thing. So the remaining things are okay, same. So what are we are having? We're also having the free BSD. So under the okay, under the okay, BSD. So under the okay, BSD. So okay, BSD. So okay, BSD okay versions. So BSD versions, what are we are having? So okay, we are having okay, we are having okay, free BSD. So along with okay, free BSD, so okay, we are having okay, there are okay, many so free BSD, and okay, along with that along with that Open BSD and Net BSD, Dragonfly. These are the so different okay, flavors. These are the different okay, flavors. But okay, major BSD lendrate. So in nowadays, so the BSD software is heavily using by Mac operating system and okay, even okay, Netflix or Amazon. Amazon is also having their own operating system that we can call it as a Amazon okay, Linux operating system. So okay, even Hotstar, many of okay, streaming platforms are using okay, this okay, OpenBSD only. Many of video operating systems are using the OpenBSD okay, only. Because of that only, you are always getting a rich features. We are always getting okay, rich features. So I hope it's clear. This we have already okay, discussed it in okay, last class. Now so, okay, I mean, I just okay, revised, okay, because people, okay, it's for okay, understanding purpose, I just okay, revised all these okay, topics. So, any doubts on okay, here? Okay. So if you're not having any doubts, what we do is, so okay, we will discuss about okay further. So we'll also discuss about the okay further okay concepts which are features of Unix. So okay, what are the features of Unix? Okay, and about of okay, and we should also learn about each and okay, every feature okay, in depth. So yeah, Unix is having, as I said, that Unix is having a several features. The one is multi-user capability, then multitasking, then security, then portability, then okay, scripting, okay, then automation. So okay, then automation. So these are the different okay, types of okay, features which are having by either Unix, Linux, all the okay, I mean the features are okay, same okay, okay, same for all these guys. Even for Windows also okay, majority of them are okay, same. So now the very first one is, so what is a multi-user capability? Multi-user okay, capability. So when it comes with okay, multi-user capability means that multiple users can able to connect. So multiple users are can able to connect and perform their operations without of affecting each and other. What do you mean by that? So consider you are having assume that you are having a high end configuration system. So let's take the example of school, or let's take example of school, or engineering. So in engineering, so you want to I mean for one of the sections, so they I mean in one of the college, so let's consider there is a server. There is a difference between server and computer. Computer is a small device where it can serve for a single person, whereas server is mainly to run a production I mean it is mainly to run applications which in terms of configuration which is different. If you take a laptop maximum will having either 8 GB RAM, or along with 8 GB RAM, or sometimes it will be having 1 TB hard disk, or if it is SSD 550, or 4 or 8 cores. But when it comes with server, a server is like for example Dell R740, 730. There are different types of manufacturers. So the servers, the same organizations. So Dell also I mean the way in market we're having HP laptops, Asus laptops, Dell laptops, IBM laptops are right. They can also produce the servers also. So what organizations does is they will purchase the servers with high-end configuration. So they will try to install Unix as in their operating system. Unix as their operating system. So it will be this will be having 1 TB of RAM. So it will be having the 1 TB of RAM, or more than that. Maximum also we can consider. And it can also having 16 terabytes of 16 terabytes of hard disk. And the cores are also maximum cores 512 GB or I mean one I mean maximum cores, the maximum cores. And even network configuration also huge. So it will be having high end 10 Gbps per second. It can serve the 10 Gbps per second. And what do you mean by 10 Gbps per second? 10 gigabytes per second, which means that the server can support 10 gigabytes per second. So we'll try to purchase the high end configuration. So assume that in a college, we are having a for first year, or assume that so in a first year or second year, whichever the year. So for one specific I mean they have installed Unix as an their operating system. Consider they have installed either Ubuntu or Fedora or RHEL, whatever it is they have installed. Or if we consider Mac OS, whatever I mean not Mac OS. So either whichever the operating system. Now if you take a class in one specific section, there are there are 40 members. There are 40 members. So what we can do is, so these 40 members accounts can be created on this system. These 40 members accounts can be created on this system, and we also enable to connect outside also to also. So assume that the IP address of the system is 10 dot 113 dot so 112 dot 158. So this is the IP address. So this is the IP address of the server. So this IP address, who will provide the IP address? If you want to connect over the internet, so your network provider will provide the network provider, whoever is providing the network, they will provide the IP address. So that is again different story. So how do we get the IP address? Means there are two types of IP address: IPv4 and IPv6. So default we will get IPv4 when you enable over the network. So now, so I have installed Ubuntu on this system, and I also created users all 40 users accounts on the system. Now the user one from his laptop, he can connect to this server by using his username, then password at the rate of server name. So username, password, and server name. By using these three properties, they will connect to the system. And even so even user 2 will connect. And similarly, and then user 40 also, user 40 also will connect to the server. User 40 also will connect to the server. So now the advantages, this is called the multi-user capability, which means that in a system we can install in a server we can install Linux operating system, and and complete all prerequisites. So prerequisite in the sense like creation of the users, enabling the network, and okay, the remaining whatever is needed. Then from from his computers, they can able to connect to this. Okay, they can able to connect to this server. Okay, they can able to connect to the server. How can they connect to the server from his laptop? The one is by using command prompt or by using the tools. We're also having a tools card. There are okay, we're also having a tools. What are all the tools we're having? Putty. So putty is a one of the okay tool. Putty, yes putty, M remote MG, and there are okay, multiple tools are available. With the help of those tools, we can able to connect to a Linux system. We can able to connect to a Linux system. Okay, from a Linux server from your system, from okay your okay system. So let me show you that okay how the putty okay looks like. Putty. So okay the putty. Let's download this. So whenever you are trying to connect to a putty, so okay putty okay you need to provide username, password, and okay even server names. Username, password, and okay server name. Password and okay server name. See, so this is how the putty okay looks like. So as I said that, so okay, every okay for server is having a okay, IP address. So that host name or IP address. So okay for every server, it will be having a unique IP address over the internet, and we can also provide the we can also provide okay unique name. Then port number. And okay then so okay after okay once we okay after that once you enter this IP address, if it is over the internet, it will ask you to enter the username and password. You have to enter the username and password. Once you enter username and password, we can able to connect to okay we can able to connect to this server from okay from okay this laptop. So okay for example okay if I have a okay if I have a Unix server somewhere, if I want to connect, this is the only options okay where okay having. These are all the features. Okay, these are all the options available on okay putty. So we can also save the connections after okay here okay adding here. We can also okay save it. And okay even if you want to okay keyboard. So okay how do we control H? So basically backspace. If you want to use the control H, we can this one. And okay bell and okay features. Basically Windows. How many lines okay should be available in a okay should be available in okay CLI 2000 by default. If you want, you can also add more number of lines. And if you want to change the font, we can also change the font. So okay we can also change the font. And okay many things okay we can able to okay, achieve it. For example, if you want to change the okay keyboard and the connections, if you want okay the SSH, everything okay we can able to. So okay majority of the organizations, 99% of organization uses putty as their okay putty as okay I mean it doesn't I mean it also having a internal security features. So if you want to connect to a Unix, Linux, or any operating CLI based operating system, if you want to connect from okay, your system, then putty is the only option. Based on the putty only, yes putty, M remote MG. There are many tools have developed. Okay, I mean even mobile extreme. There are many tools are there. Every tool okay is developed on top of okay putty only. On top of okay putty. So the advantages, the meaning of multi-user capability is multiple users can able to connect to the Unix operating system server, and they can also perform their operation without of affecting each and other, without of affecting so each and other. So if multiple people are connected to the system, so then what Unix does is assume that now the user okay now the user okay RAM is connected, and okay now he is performing some operations. So now there is another user called A. The operations of A will not affect to the okay RAM and vice versa. So all will be uniquely uniquely all the transactions performs uniquely without of affecting one and other. That is the functionality of multi-user capability. The next one is multitasking. What do you mean by multitasking? Even in Windows also, okay, we're having even in Windows also we do it, right? So what do you mean by multitasking? okay, performing multiple tasks at a time, performing multiple tasks at a time, which means that, so now, so I'm okay, okay, here, so okay, here I'm performing the two tasks at a time. Okay, the first task is okay, which task I'm able to, okay, you guys are able to see, okay, this okay, paint. So I'm trying to make some okay, diagrams for your understanding purpose. This is a front screen. So this is a front screen we are trying to perform. And now zoom and out, okay, then okay, document, and okay, some other things, okay, some other things, okay, some other things okay, running in okay, background, some other things are running on okay, background, some other things running on okay, background, some other things are running on okay, background, okay, okay, background. So okay, which means that now, so okay, this is a front screen, and okay, this is a front screen, and okay, even zoom, all of them are running on back, okay, and all of them are running on okay, okay, and background screen, which means that, so at a time we can able to perform multiple tasks. One is in foreground, means front screen, and multiple tasks on okay, background, multiple tasks on okay, background. So that is the intent of okay, multitasking. So okay, multitasking means, so for example, like, assume that you want to okay, download a file okay, from internet, or you want to download a movie from okay, Netflix. You have okay, or okay, movie rules are somewhere. So what you will do, you will go to that okay, UI, and you will enter that okay, URL, and you will click the download button. So meanwhile, what you will do, you will try to okay, open okay, YouTube, or okay, you will try to open okay, your Facebook, or okay, your office okay, or online banking and all. So online banking and all, okay, you are trying to okay, do that. Sunday. So the download of your okay, movie is on okay, is on background. So for example, when you are trying to transfer the files from okay, one folder to another folder, that is also background. So whichever, assume that, then later third one, you are watching a movie on okay, YouTube. That is a front screen. Okay, that is a front screen where okay, you are seeing the movie in a front screen. Similarly, okay, here also the window okay, that the paint is on okay, front screen. The Zoom meeting and all of them are in okay, background screen. That is the intent of multi okay, tasking. Multitasking is, that is the major okay, future. So multi-user, multitasking, then okay, the other one is portability. What do you mean by portability? So as I said that, so if you are going to okay, I mean, portability is nothing but, so okay, more, it's like more okay, more dynamic fashion, more dynamic nature. So the Unix and all of them are having a more dynamic natures, which means that portability in the sense like, so simply, if you want to develop anything, okay, I assume that okay, you are going to okay, I mean, as per your intelligence, I mean, okay, you have a thought or you have an idea. So you want to develop okay, you want to develop okay, you want to develop okay, by using any okay, by using you want to develop it. Then the first okay, the first, so okay, the first okay, I mean, the okay, the people will consider Unix as their operating system, or you okay, all the CLI as their operating system, okay, to run their source code, to run their okay, source code, which means that you develop your program by using any programming language which is available, that we can able to run on Linux with or okay, without modifications. A small okay, a small modifications we can able to okay, okay, we can able to, so with or without modifications we can run that program into okay, Linux operating okay, Linux or Windows operating okay, system. That is the main okay, feature which is available on so Unix or okay, Unix associated operating system. Portability means you develop, you name it, you develop, that can run it on okay, Unix operating system with or without modifications. That's the okay, okay, that is the okay, meaning of okay, portability. The one more thing what we are having, we're also having a okay, we're also having a security. So security is the topmost okay, notch, the topmost okay, topmost okay, feature which is available on okay, which is available on the Unix and okay, CLI based operating system. So basically the first one is, as I said that, so okay, let's consider okay, this guy only. The okay, the first level security will be authentication. What do you mean by okay, authentication? By default, authentication can be enabled. By default, authentication can be okay, enabled. So how the authentication will be enabled? So whenever you are trying to establish a connection from okay, your laptop okay, from your okay, from your okay, device to a server, okay, then you have to enter valid username and password. If you are not entering a valid username and password, you cannot log into a system. That is a default feature which is available on, okay, Unix. So that is called the authentication. Authentication means authenticate yourself. Authenticate, okay, yourself. That is called the okay. That is okay. I mean, okay, that is the authentication. The first one is authentication. Now the second one is authorization. The second one is the authorization. What do you mean by authorization? Now assume that, so Unix is a multi-user capability, right? Now there are some important files. There are some important files. Okay, have this, okay, user called, okay, RAM. Now what this guy can does is, so he can okay, now assume that he has some files or some folders. He has some files and some folders. Since both of them are in okay, since both of them are in okay, same system, so by default, okay, if he okay, by default the user A cannot able to access. So by default they can access, but they cannot able to modify and they cannot able to execute the files which are okay having by this user. By default means, so okay, by default, so the files which is having by the user A cannot access by this user and vice versa, which means that it maintains the it also maintains the segregation separation inside it, so that we can call as a authorization. So even though if you are a user, so even though if you are a user in a system, so okay, I mean, for example, the best example is, so okay, if you take I mean, okay, if you take okay, any library. So if let's take an example of a library or okay, movie theater. So okay, I mean, library, everyone can go in, okay, everyone can go to the library, but so okay, but so okay, the administrative office is only having access to the okay, admin persons. And you can take any kind of okay example, you can take the, so any kind of okay example. So and even okay, which means that we can able to set the authorities, we can able to set the authorities on okay, authorities on your okay files, and okay, the objects, whatever the objects okay you are having. That is the one more level of okay, one more level of security feature okay, which will implement. The very best example is, so okay, if you go to a bank, so assume that okay, if you're having a bank account, so we can go to a bank, but after going to the bank, we can only perform the operations that okay, okay, that are allowed to you. You cannot go inside okay, okay, inside to the bank. So whatever the premises you are okay, available to you, you can. For example, now let's take the same bank. So okay, there are okay, different okay, roles, right? There, okay, there will be cashiers and there will be security guard. There will be a okay, there will be there will be a persons called sales people and even customer care people. So and even bank manager and okay, a branch head. So branch head is having the full authorities on system. Then okay, bank manager okay, some level of okay differences. Then okay, okay, then for example cashiers are we can able to okay, we can able to segregate the roles and okay, I mean, based on okay their okay, based on okay their premises, they can able to perform the okay operations. That is the meaning of okay, authorization. So authentication, authorizations, and so even okay, majority of okay, and even you need not to purchase. For example, if you go to that Windows, we have to purchase some extra okay, okay, some extra okay, softwares where for okay, file scanning, antivirus softwares. Okay, it is also a okay, it is okay, it is a by default okay, by default, so okay, by default okay, Unix is having a, you don't require simply you don't require okay, anti softwares. So those kind of okay, but Windows and all okay, we required it. So and one more thing, the one more thing is, so you don't require okay, and even so okay, and one more thing is, we can also okay, set up okay, we can also if you're having any security softwares, okay, if you want to enforce your disk, you want to protect your disk, we can also okay, install the softwares and okay, you can use it. And okay, along with that, so even the one more thing is, the one more default feature is SC Linux. So which means that security enhanced Linux also if you enabled it. And one more thing is, still if assume that, so in Unix, okay, admin okay, in Unix or okay, root is the main account. Okay, that is the root. The name itself root. He can do whatever you want. Even if you want to assume that, so the root user is connected. Now you are having some important file. The user RAM is having important file which is having a sensitive information. What he can do is he can also encrypt that files. You can also encrypt that file, which means that in future, whenever you want to whenever you want to view the content of the file, you have to pass that password. You have to pass that password. If you're not passing the password, the content will not show. And even the same password should also use by root also. Even root can, that by default he can do any operations, so removal and all they can do that. But so but if you want to, if you still feel that you are having a sensitive information like passwords or anything, you have saved it, and you want to enable the encryption, and we can also apply the encryptions, and we can also protect the files by using the UMask. So there are lots of security features are having, inbuilt security features are having by the Unix operating system. That's why, so security, majority of security features will come by default if you are using if you are using Unix operating system. And as I said earlier, one more feature is, one more feature is automation and scripting and automation. So scripting and automation means, so if you are having a repetitive activities, like you want to shut down the system, or you want to start the services, so on so time, and you want to shut down and so on so time, or every day morning you want to you want to make a noise, or every day morning you want to send a files to someone. So if the activities are repetitive, with the help of Unix commands, we can create a programs, and those programs, instead of running by you, with the help of Unix commands itself, you can able to automate it. And so Unix also having few commands like cron tab or art or batch, mainly cron tab. Cron tab is a kind of scheduler. So which, what is the meaning of scheduler? You need, you just give your work to cron tab. On behalf of you, cron tab will execute, cron tab will perform the cron tab will execute your commands, or your programs. So that kind of feature also having by the, that feature we can call as a automation. Scripting, sorry, scheduling. Scheduling feature comes with the help of cron tab, and script, with the help of scripting we can able to achieve the automations as well. Automation in the sense like avoiding the human interactions every time, so that we can improve the we can improve the performance of a speed up, we can speed up the program, and we can also improve the performance. Those things we can able to achieve it, so by using this scripting and so automations. And one more thing is communication. So even communication is also by default on Unix. What do you mean by communication? So for example, so the multiple users have connected. Now this user can able to communicate with this user, so and this you, and vice versa. And whereas you want to send a broadcast messages, for example, root wants to send a broadcast messages to everyone, and a global messages, a global message wants to the root account wants to send a global message to all the users who are connected, which means that, so now time is 9:18, 9:30 we are going to shut down the system for some for some activities. You want to send that communications to all the users who are connected. That can be achieved by using an Linux. And even we can also, we can also if you if you are having a, if you made a and even we can also connect to the internet, and we can download the files. We can also download the files, and we can also we can download the files. And even so communication, majority modes of communication supported by the Unix operating system. Modes of communication means chatting, and connecting to the internet, and downloading the files, and along broadcasting messages, and even we can also send an emails and receive an emails. So if you are if the setup is enabled, so these kind of this kind of features are also available on Unix. And one more feature is interconnectivity. Assume that you are having multiple Linux systems. So you know your organization is having a multiple Linux system where you are going to work on. So there is a there is a project. So the project requires 10 servers. Now there are two support, there are two persons are working on that projects. Now So instead of connecting, okay, I mean, we can connect okay, 10 servers individually, or from this server we can able to okay establish a connections to this server, and okay then from here to okay here, or okay vice versa. Such kind of okay intercommunications, okay interconnectivity also can all okay. I mean, we can also enable it by using this Unix operating system. So these are the topmost okay features which are available on okay Unix. Any doubts on okay here? Go ahead and okay, ask your okay doubts. I think you guys can speak now, right? Say yes or no.
Yes.
So any doubts on okay here? Okay, features of Unix. Say
No.
yes or no. So the same thing. Okay, I have also listed on okay here after history of Unix, the features of key features of Unix. Multi-user, you are clear. Multitasking, portability, the hierarchical file system. So that we'll discuss as part of hierarchical file system means. So hierarchical file system looks like upside down tree. So if you take a tree starts with okay root, then main branches, sub branches, then okay leaves. So the Unix architecture okay looks like upside okay if you are keeping a tree in reverse order. So the architecture of okay the hierarchy the file system of Unix looks like okay the upside okay down tree. And okay, security and permissions. This we already discussed. Command line. So we're also okay, we're already having a command interface. Then programming support, networking capabilities, and okay, even modular design. So and extensive documentation. So this is also one more feature I forgot to tell you. The documentation means so Unix is a CLI, right? You have to okay enter a command. Okay, a command is also nothing but a executable program. Now assume that you for every command is having a manual entries. So okay, about okay who developed that command, what is the intent of the command, what are the options of that command, okay major options, and all those details can all those details contains I mean for every command on Unix or other operating systems contains a manual pages, contains a okay manual pages. So if you just okay if you want to know the full details of your command, you can just enter okay man that okay file okay I mean man just command name, man program name. It will display the manual entries of commands, manual entries of commands. So which means that a rich documentation is available on okay, available for okay each and every okay command. So each and every okay each and okay every okay program, I can say that okay predefined okay programs. Okay. So any doubts on okay here? So we discussed about so what is a Unix, importance of Unix, functionalities of Unix, history of Unix, and okay, what is a BSD, then Linux, different flavors of yeah, different flavors each of them, and features of okay Unix, and okay now we are going to discuss about the architecture of okay Unix. So the architecture okay the next topic will be architecture of Unix, then followed by file system okay file system in Unix. So once we are clear on these two, tomorrow we will try to finish these two. Then the next class will be I will try to teach you how to install okay Unix on okay your operating okay on your system. Okay then okay I mean we can also do the practice either from okay there are lots of online utilities. We can do the practice okay through that online utilities. But I would like to okay show you okay how to install the Unix on your okay Windows okay, on your system, and what are the prerequisites okay you need okay you required, and okay how to enable the network, all those details okay we'll discuss it on Okay, we'll discuss it on okay further classes. Maybe we'll start installations on tomorrow, prerequisites and all. So, but tomorrow's class, okay, mainly we concentrate on okay these okay topics.
Sure.